All right, welcome to the Network Marketing 9-10 class. This is week 2, part 1. And today we're going to be talking about running your business like a business, or running your network marketing business like a business. We talked a little bit about this last week, but I want to get a little bit more detailed today, help you really understand what a network marketing business looks like. Okay, so understanding your business. So we're going to be talking about network marketing versus corporations and what do they look like and how similar they are. We're going to be talking about mentoring your downline versus managing your employees. Okay, because all your network marketing and your corporations, they actually look almost exactly alike when you start to look at them in a structural standpoint. Okay, we're going to be talking about some of the benefits and limits of each and both. Okay, we're going to be talking about team mastermind meetings versus employee meetings, network marketing academy versus training workshops. Okay, and this is all the stuff. If you go work for a corporation, these are all the things you're going to be experiencing in a corporation, right? If you're in network marketing, these are all the things you should be experiencing, but most fail to do. Okay, we're going to be talking about the keys to a successful business, having a system in place that is that's reproductive, duplicatable, thank you. Replicatable, that's the word I was looking for. That you can duplicate, you can replicate, and keep getting the same results every time, like McDonald's, right? McDonald's, when they open a store, it never fails within the first 3 to 5 years because they have a system in place that's set up that works every time. Okay. We're also going to be talking about having a training system in place to teach the system, right? You can have a great system, but if that system can't be taught to the new people, new businesses, new franchises, then those businesses will also fail, okay? And so you need to have a system in place and a training system that teaches it where it doesn't get changed. One of my other businesses with brain integration is that this lady that developed this system, she doesn't let anybody else teach it, okay? She teaches it, because she doesn't want people changing it. If you remember as a kid, where you used to sit in a circle and you'd whisper something in your neighbor's ear, then whisper it, then whisper it, and by the time I got back to you, what was it?
Totally different.
Totally different, right? So you have to have a system in place that will consistently teach it exactly the same, otherwise people will change it. Okay? That's why these are all videos. I can't teach the whole world, right? But the whole world can watch the videos and learn from me so it's not changed. It stays consistent so the system works. Don't change it, just follow the system, okay? All right, so let's look at first, I'm gonna draw some stuff here on the board, okay? So we're gonna look at the corporation, okay? And it is a pyramid. You've probably heard people say that network marketing is a pyramid, right? It is. And we're gonna look at network marketing, okay? It is also a pyramid. And in each one you have levels, different levels of the organization. Okay, so both business structures, a corporation structure and a network marketing structure, both based upon a pyramid structure, okay? On the corp, you have your CEOs, your presidents, blah, blah, blah. Up here, you have either your upline and or you, depending on where you're at. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit more about how great network marketing is because this can be you. Corporation, this will probably never be you unless you start the corporation, right? Or you get experience of doing another corporation, which then they hire you to become that person, right?
Or daddy's the boss.
Or daddy's the boss. Okay, so the next level here is going to be like your vice presidents. Okay, this is like your CEO's presidents. This is like your vice presidents. This is your first level, right, downline, and then you got your second level downline, third level, right? This has got your regional managers, you got your district managers, then you got your like store, local managers right there, right? Or your workers, right? And then you got your fourth level over here, right? It's very much built exactly the same, okay? These people here, the CEOs, the board of directors, the presidents, right? They are to manage the vice presidents. And they train the vice presidents. And they meet together frequently to make sure that this information is passed on to these people. Okay? Then these people pass that information on to these people, and so forth down the line, right? But remember, we talked about when you're a little kid and you sit in a group and you whisper this and it comes back differently. So what's the likelihood of this information getting here pure?
Depends on how many memos are written and how many training manuals.
Training manuals,
And even then,
they're interpreted differently.
yeah.
How many different Christian churches are there based on one book
I can't
that's
remember.
interpreted differently? Okay? The one book is written, it's there, the word is there, but people interpret it differently and create new religions based on that one book, okay? So even if there's a manual, even if there's stuff, that can still get changed as it comes down, okay? Which sometimes can be good because you need to adjust it to fit your specific situation. So sometimes it needs to be adjusted a little bit. Sometimes this guy up here has no freaking reality what's going on down here, correct?
Oh, yeah.
It happens a lot. So sometimes this guy has to kind of interpret to make it fit. But at the same process, the main goal of this guy gets lost before it gets to this guy sometimes. And so you can lose some of that information as well. Okay? So let's look at network marketing now. The way it should be something similar. This person should be mentoring, teaching, educating, helping, and supporting your first level. Then they, in turn, should come down and help second level. Then they should, in turn, come down and help second level. The problem is with network marketing is this person is trying to do all of this. And you can't manage 100, 200, 1,000 people. It's impossible. Okay? That's why this person doesn't try to manage all of this. They hire these people to manage, these people to manage, these people to manage this. And as it grows, there's more and more, right? And in the regional managers, you're going to have maybe 3 regional managers depending on how big your region is, right? They may have 30 regional managers, right? And then within theirs, you're going to have these district managers where you're going to have even more district managers to keep it small. You want to manage 10 to 20 people effectively. You get more than that, then you might be overdoing yourself a little bit. And a lot depends on how many hours you want to spend managing, or what I call mentoring. Come on and have a seat. You're all right. You've just missed all the important things.
All right, well, let's watch the videos.
That's why we're recording it. So again, it's setting up your network marketing business like a business, okay? This is a corporation, it's a pyramid. This is network marketing, it's a pyramid. Do they look the same? Does your network marketing business structure look similar to a corporation's? Corporations succeed because of the structure. Is yours, are you looking at yours, are you understanding that yours is very similar to a corporation, but you've got to run it like that as well. You can't run it like a book club. You have to run it like a corporation, like a business, okay? So if this is you, you need to be mentoring your first level. And if it's done correctly, your first level will then be able to use Transcend's program to mentor their first level, which is your second level. Just like the CEO mentors the vice president manages the regional manager, district manager, right? And it goes down. It should be going the exact same way. The difference is this corporation, they have a training manual, they have procedures, they have policies, they have things set up that allow these guys to do that. Does your network marketing business have that?
It will.
It will. If they're doing Transcend, they will now, right? Because Transcend's going to offer this program that you can then implement this so that you're running it just like a corporation rather than you're trying to manage 100, 200, 300, 1,000 people yourself, okay? Remember, leverage, right, allows you to do the impossible. You can't effectively manage 1,000 people in your downline and only work 2 or 3 hours a week. You're going to be working 24/7 managing 1,000 people in your downline. This gives you the leverage so that you're only managing these 10 or 20 people in your first downline, in your first level, or however many people in your first level, okay?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
If I get a bunch of losers on that first level,
Why would you attract losers to that first level?
on the second level.
Second level, okay.
I've been spoke
All right, so you get some people here that may not be performing.
It may take them a while. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe they need, maybe they're like a district manager and they're still learning and trying to move up, and I want to run faster. So maybe I need to help that first level or the second level, have them watch, learn, while I help them to find the third level. And then when they're ready to go, which
Yes.
may take, some guys are ready in a couple of weeks, some guys a couple of months, some it's a year. But if I really want to run now, I need to find top individuals. So I'm not going to count all the people that I've got on my first level or all the people I've got on my second level that I'm managing. Maybe I want to take one or two from the first level, find a couple of sharp guys in the second level,
Yes.
a couple of guys in the third level. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. So the people, this first level here, you may have one guy right here and one guy right here that you bring up to that level because they're ready to run with you.
Even though they're on my third level,
Yeah.
they're part of my mastermind.
And the truth is here, right? This guy right here, he's managing these two people. This person, he or she, may not be ready to mentor this one, so you may have to step down and mentor this one. That is a possibility. Okay. But as you start this a new way, where you're not just letting anyone into your downline, but you're only letting certain people in your downline, that you may have someone say, "Oh yeah, I'd like to sign up," and you say, "Well, how committed are you?" Well, sorry, I don't want you in my downline. You may tell people, "Sorry, I don't want you in my downline." You got to be willing to commit to these things, or I don't want you in my downline. And if everyone does this, then you're going to have dead people. They're not ready, right? Because they're committed, they're doing it, they're ready. Now, one of the biggest marketing techniques that people use in everywhere is called scarcity. For a limited time, do you create scarcity in your downline? If you're begging people to get in your downline, do people want to get in your downline? No. But if you say, I will only let certain people in my downline, they have to commit to this, 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 and this, and these are my filters, now all of a sudden that creates scarcity. Wait a second. I want to be in your downline, okay? And it creates a little bit of a need and want because people want to do something that is scarce.
We call that taking it away.
I thought we were supposed to use scarcity.
Yeah.
It's a natural phenomenon. You can't not use it, right? But again, you're not trying to create scarcity to get people to want to be in your downline, but that's naturally what's going to happen. What you want to do is say, I don't want someone here that's not willing to step up and take care of this line. That's not the right person. Now, if you've been in network marketing, you have a downline, you may have to go in and pick people to create a new first level. And they may come from down here because these are the people that are ready to run and they're ready to do something with network marketing, okay? And you may have to pull from your lower levels to get that first level, okay? But if you're just starting off, right, this first level should be pretty pure if you have those things set up. And we're going to talk about today creating your perfect downline profile. Who do you want in your downline? And once they meet those qualifications, now those people will be ready to work. They're ready to go, they're ready to succeed. And if they're not, you say, well, when you're ready, let me know, but I'm not ready to have you sign up my downline because I'm investing my time into people that are ready to succeed now, not they're interested in success. And by doing it that way, the side effect is you will create scarcity. That's not the goal, is to create scarcity because you don't want people signing up. You're going to create scarcity, but just because you still don't want them in your downline and you're still not going to sign them up if they're not willing to meet those criteria. I'm committed, not interested. I'm ready to commit at least 2 to 3 hours or 1 to 2 hours a day, right? 1 hour a week. Do you want a 1 hour a week person that's willing to commit 1 hour a week to your network marketing group? Do you want them in your downline?
They can be a preferred customer.
Okay. Again, you're setting up some filters to filter people out. One of the reasons my program is free, the first part of the program is free because I want everyone to experience to decide, is this something that's going to benefit you? I don't want you investing money into something that you're not willing to commit to. Really, it's, are you willing to commit and do the first 4 weeks? It's my first level filter. Okay? If you're willing to do the first 4 weeks free and you will see results because the program is built upon universal laws that work for everyone. If you do the first 4 weeks, you get results. Now you know it works. Now, the second level of commitment is, are you willing to pay for it? If you're not willing to pay for it, then I know you're not committed. And you probably won't continue to do it. Okay, and so my program, it has filters set up, and there's different steps and levels, right? You're going to do the same thing. Because if you're not committed to this, then you're not ready for this. If you're not willing to pass this, then you're not ready for the next level. Okay, and so you're going to do something similar to make sure people are motivated, they're committed, they're getting results, and they're doing what they need to get done. Okay, so this is the structure, how corporations and network marketing are almost identical when you look at it this way. Okay, now let's talk about some of the differences. Okay, have you ever heard someone say, "Oh, network marketing is a pyramid scam"? Mm-hmm. Why do they say it's a scam?
They don't doubt it.
Because these people up here are the only ones making money. Right?
How much is your CEO?
Guess what the average CEO makes in a year?
I'm sure it's over 10 million.
15,600,000 according to CNBC in 2017. They also reported the average worker, this person down here, the average worker, their average income is $58,000 a year. And I know that's the average. I know a lot of people are making $20,000 a year still. Okay? Where's the real scam? Okay? This guy, so over 20 years, this guy's going to earn $312 million. Whereas this person over 20 years is going to earn $1.1 million. This guy's making 300% more than this guy. Where's the scam? And this gets better. This guy can invest 30 years into the business, and right before they retire, this guy can get rid of this guy and he loses all of his retirement. And I know multiple people that happened to. They invested 30 years into a business that they thought was going to take care of them after they invested that much time and helped them make this type of money. And within the 5 years before retirement, their position was terminated. And then 2 years later, they hire the same, they change the title, and they hire someone that does half the price. So they're getting paid $500 million or $500,000 to do the same thing over 20 years.
I was living in Seattle at the time when Boeing had their first big layoff. And that's exactly what they did. I mean, exactly. They laid off anybody that was 55 or older. They laid them off, turned right around, and for half, they hired brand new people to do the same job.
Half the price, change the title. Because this guy, they've been there for 30 years. They've got all their raises. They're making, right? Well, I can hire someone brand new with no experience for half the price to do the same job. It's called corporate cuts, right? Where's the scam? Okay, let's talk about truth here, right? And I see truth. Okay, now are all corporations this way? Not all, but there's a lot that do this, right? And it's a numbers game they play because they're trying to keep profits up. Because if this guy, the regional manager, can increase profits by 5% by laying off this guy and hiring a new guy for this 5% cheaper, what does this guy get? A raise and a bonus, right? This is the truth of corporations, unfortunately. And so when someone says, "Oh yeah, network marketing is a scam," you just say, "Let me educate you on scams." Okay? Because this is unfortunately the truth. Not 100%, but this happens a lot to people. And so anytime someone says it's a scam, now you got some knowledge to say you should do your homework because corporations scam people way more than network marketing scams people. Okay? What else? Okay, so managing versus mentoring. Okay, so when you're in a corporation setting, your manager manages you. They hire, they fire you, or at least the human resource person does, right? But you're put into some point where you're being managed by someone above you. Okay, managers are responsible for those beneath them. If something goes wrong with the people I manage, whose butt is it? It's my butt. Well, did I mess up or did they mess up? Well, they're the ones that messed up because I'm the manager, it's my butt, right? And because I know that, I will use fear or reward to try to get people to motivate them so they don't mess up, okay? And so I'll threaten them with their job. Or I'll give them, oh, well, if you can complete this 40-hour job in 20 hours, you get an extra $5. You excited? No. Thanks, that's an insult. Or, hey, you've been working here for 5 years. You get a 25-cent an hour raise. Is that a joke? Are you joking? Right? And so most managers are hated. They're not respected. Most of the people below them hate them and despise them. They talk ill of them. And so it's this horrible thing to be a manager, okay? You don't want to be a manager in your network marketing business. You want to be a mentor, okay? Mentors are loved by their mentees. Not managed, right? Mentors are, you're responsible for your actions, and your downline or your mentees are responsible for their actions, okay? And when you're mentoring someone, you help the person find their why. Why are you doing network marketing? That's your motivation. Not reward, not money, not fear of being fired or disciplined, right? It's your why. And your why never goes away. Whereas once you complete that 40-hour job in 20 hours, you get your $5. Where'd motivation go now? It's gone, right? Your why never goes away, so they stay motivated. And that's a mentor's job. So as a mentor, you're going to find, why are you in my downline? Why are you doing this? And help them keep that why going and help them focus on the why so they get what they want and they get the results they want, okay? That's the difference between a mentor and a manager. So you're going to become a great mentor in mentoring your downline and helping them identify their why and help them work towards accomplishing that why. Let's talk about masterminds meetings versus employee meetings. You ever had an employee meeting? Okay. I call this the ultimate battle, okay? Because in a corporate setting, the whole employee meeting is, okay, as a manager, as a CEO, as a boss, how much can I get you to do for the least amount, right? And that's really the goal. As a manager, as I want to motivate you to do the most work and pay you the least amount, okay? And that's the mindset that the boss, the manager is going into the meeting with, right? Now the mindset of the employee coming into that same meeting is, what's the least I can do and get you to pay me the most for? So see the contradiction, okay? And this is a very common thing. And this is where you have all these employee meetings and there's never any change because they're not even treating the problem, they're treating the symptoms of the problem, okay? And so you talk a lot about, well, how can I motivate you? How about a 25-cent an hour raise? No, that's not going to motivate me. How about, and then you sit and talk about these things, and really the employee's going, what's the least I can do and get paid the most, right? And that's not all employees, right? There's some employees that are very dedicated to their corporations they work for. They love their job. But unfortunately, there's a lot of employees that their mindset is really, what's the least I can do and get paid the most to do it? And so that's where employee meetings don't work very well, okay? A mastermind meeting, this is the ultimate win-win. Okay, as a mentor, you're going to teach and support your mentees to success. You're going to help them achieve success. When they succeed because they're in your downline, you succeed. So by you giving your time and energy to help them succeed, you both win, right? It's a win-win. Does that make sense? So having a mastermind meeting where you get together, you talk about what's working, you talk about what the why is, right? Because you're going to focus on, well, what's your why? Why are you doing this? Well, are you doing it? Well, then start doing it and help them find ways to do it more effectively, right? Then they win. So how important is it then? Because if your upline is in Transcend, they're going to be having a weekly mastermind meeting. How important is it for you to go to that meeting? So if your upline's in Transcend, they're going to be having a mastermind meeting. You're going to want to go to that mastermind meeting to be mentored, okay? If you're the first person in your upline to be part of Transcend, you're going to learn how to start holding a weekly mastermind meeting that you can start mentoring your downline to make sure that they're going to succeed, that this system, right, is passed down correctly and they're taught to do exactly what you're doing. All right, let's talk about employee training meetings, okay? So, you ever been to an employee training meeting? I loved employee training meetings. You get lots of information, right? Some of it's applicable, some of it's not. But what happens after the training meeting?
You go back to work.
You go back to work, doing what you've been doing, because if it was applicable, you're the only one that got the knowledge, and the person next to you, they're not doing it, right? And you're the only one that's trying to apply it, and the other person's not applying it. And so then it just doesn't work, and so you go back to what wasn't working and doing what you've always been doing, okay? You're given knowledge, but you're left to apply it. The trainings really don't change those personal limiting laws, okay? And so you still have those limiting laws about money, about the business, about what you're doing, about other people, right? All those limiting laws stay the same. The employee trainings don't change any of that, okay? They don't teach you how to overcome or how to get the universal laws to work for you. And so those, if you didn't, I mean, they don't even teach the universal laws, most of them, okay? But if you did happen to learn one, still how do you apply it? And how do you get it to start working for you again? Because you're giving knowledge with no application. And so the results is the employees stay the same. The whole environment, work environment usually stays the same with little to no change, okay? Your mastermind meetings are not going to be that way, okay? Because Transcend is going to give you these videos, these trainings, the system, the syllabus is all there. So it's a step-by-step, do this, do this, do this, do this. Your responsibility as a mentor, mentoring your downline, that next level, is really say, hey, are you doing it? What's working? What's not? What can I help you do better with? And let's talk about that, right? You're just being basically a listening ear and a person of advice to say, well, have you tried this? Well, this worked for me. Well, look at this, right? And helping them to identify that, right? So you're going to get knowledge from the program. You're going to get application because you're actually having assignments and doing the assignments. And because you're doing something differently, you're going to get a different outcome, success. And because you're doing what you're doing is a certain way, it's going to get a certain outcome, which is success, okay? You're going to be changing your personal limiting laws. Every week, you're going to be doing a list of laws that changes your laws. And for those of you who've been in the 10-10 class, okay, you know how powerful these laws are. They change the way you think. They change the way you feel. They change the way you do things at a conscious and a subconscious level. Extremely powerful. You're going to learn about these universal laws and how to get them to work for you. You're going to get the knowledge plus application equals result formula with Transcend, and that's what Transcend offers. I've read a lot of self-help books, been to a lot of different events, classes, and it's all full of great knowledge with little to no application. And I developed a program with application. You're going to be doing things differently. It's going to feel like school sometimes, and you're going to hate it sometimes, and you're going to go, I don't have time to do this. Okay? Do it anyway. Remember last week we talked about you have to commit. Commit is doing it, whether you want to or not. As if it's a baby or if it's, your marriage. Well, I shouldn't use marriage because a lot of people stop committing to their marriage too. Very few people give up on their kids, but most people give up on their spouses. At least 50% do. But anyway, so this is a knowledge plus application result thing. And it's a system that duplicates. It's a system that's going to replicate results. And you're going to do it, and then you're going to help your downline do it, and your downline's going to do it, and their downline's going to do it, and their downline's going to do it. That's how you succeed in network marketing. You need a system set up that works. Okay? So one of the keys to a successful business is that duplicating system. McDonald's, Walmart, like all these big businesses, these big corporations, they have a system that works. And they have a teaching system that teaches the system. Okay? So they're not just going, well, what do I do? Wait a sec. Wait, I know I have to have, right? And then I do, no, wait, but I'm not really sure how to do that, right? There's a system set up that they follow step by step. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Transcend has a system. Do this, do this, do this, do this, right? It's teaching the system. They have a training system in place to teach the system, okay? And remember that system, it can't change between here and here. It's got to be purely passed down without change, because if we were all sit in a circle and I would start to whisper in your ear and then you whisper the same thing in your ear and it passes around, by the time it gets back to me, it's not the same. You don't want this person getting the information that was opposite of what this person said, or even something totally way off somewhere else, right? It's got to be passed down consistently, the same information passed down consistently, so that it can be replicated, duplicated, and get the same results again. Any questions?
Can I go downline and attend some of their meetings to make sure of that information? I mean, that's.
Definitely, I would suggest that, right? Because this guy sometimes will show up to this meeting. And sometimes this guy yearly will come down and have a meeting for the whole group. Right? So it's okay to come down to these meetings once in a while. It depends on how much time you want to invest. How confident you are in the competence of this level.
In multi-level or network marketing, if you've got one group that's struggling, like we need to have, at least 3 legs to make it to the top.
Okay.
If this one over here, then I probably need to spend more of my time making sure that they're teaching the right things and maybe even jump in and help out a little bit there.
And at the same time, possibly, at the same time, you don't want to abandon your other 2 legs and let them fall apart while you're trying to keep, right? That's why the weekly meetings is for this level, to make sure if you do have to step down to here, you don't stop holding these meetings.
Right.
You keep having these meetings, plus then you come down to this meeting to help this person. Yes. Because the mistake most people do is they say, oh, this leg's doing great. And they stop giving that leg any attention and support, and they focus all their time and energy on this leg, and then this leg falls apart while they're trying to support this leg, and then this leg starts, and then they just bounce between the different parts that are struggling, putting out fires, right? You can either put out fires or you can prevent fires. Which one's easier? Preventing fires, right? Especially right now, the whole United States is on fire, I think. So someone did a very good job of preventing. But there's times where you may want to step down and help this person here because they're really struggling, or they're not growing like they should. And so, but theoretically, if you're here, this guy will step down to this one and help this one.
So if I'm only, and you may get into this, maybe I'm jumping ahead just a little bit, but if I'm only managing 6 to 10 people, at what point will I be able to find someone else to start their own? I mean, one of those guys needs to be having their mastermind group.
Yes.
They should all be, right? You should get them to the point that they're all.
They will all start. So you're going to manage these 10, 26, 5, whatever people, right? You're going to be managing these people here, and eventually they're all going to start managing their 5, 10, or 20 people. But you will still manage them. And then they will start managing their 5. But until this one here gets his 5 people, maybe his first 3 people are coming to your meeting, or her first 3 people, right?
Okay.
So until this person is confident and competent enough to start holding their own meetings, this third level will be coming to your meetings, your weekly meetings.
So I may have more than my 6 or 10 ideal.
Yes.
But I'm still only managing. I'm still only mentoring.
You're going to mentor those.
Just those 6 or 10.
And you'll probably become pretty good friends with this level too,
Sure.
right? But eventually this one person here needs to break off and start taking their own meetings here. Otherwise you'll be trying to manage the whole thing again.
Will they continue to come up to my meeting? Are they going to still be part of my mastermind group? That one person, when he goes off on his own, is he going to still be
Yes,
part of my
this person will keep coming to your mastermind meeting, but this person will not. And then you can do quarterly, right? Because they do like quarterly regional meetings or something. You can still hold quarterly meetings where you can invite this line to come up to a meeting, or these two levels to come up to your meeting.
And that could be maybe a like in-person meeting too.
Yeah.
Right? Like a training or something.
And you're going to learn all this in the 2010. So in the 2010 classes where you're going to really learn how to set this all up. So if you're the first one in Transcend, you may be having these people come up here until this first level hits 2010. Once your first level starts 2010, they should start holding their own mastermind meetings on their own and with their first level. And they may take on the third level too. Does that make sense?
I'm trying to figure out if I can get through 2010 before.
You're going to explode so fast, you're not sure if you can wait till 2010. That's great, right? Because I mean, if it's going to go that fast, you don't have to wait to take 2010. You can take 1010 and 2010 at the same time. It depends on how much time are you willing to invest in this. Okay? 1010 takes about an hour a day. If you have 2 hours a day, do double up and do both, right? You can do both. But it's recognizing, okay, so I need to do this, this, and this first, right? And 1010 prepares you, like 1010 really focuses on creating a powerful downline. 2010 helps you learn how to manage or mentor that power and maintain that downline. Okay. But again, how fast you're ready to do this, how fast your downline ready to do this. You may have a person down here that's got 4 hours a day and they're ready to invest 4 hours a day, and you may only have 2 hours a day, right? And so they may actually go through the program faster than you're going through the program, and they may be helping you do your part. Does that make sense? Okay.
But with this system, there's nothing wrong with that,
There's nothing wrong with that.
because we're all in this trying to help each other accomplish the same goal.
Yes.
That's nice too.
Yeah.
Same recipe.
But once things are going right, you're going to be broken into these set meetings to where everyone's getting the same information. Okay, and again, and that's one of the great things about network marketing is this guy can become this guy in a short period of time. In a corporation, this guy has, before he gets here, most likely will never get there unless this person dies and quits, and this person dies or quit, and this person dies or quit, and they get all the education experience required to be this guy.
But if you got 1,000 employees, your chances are 1 in 1,000.
One and less than that. Because most likely if this guy dies or quits, they'll just hire a new guy, and it's not going to be this guy, right?
It'll be the son-in-law.
It might be this guy, one of the VPs, right? Or they might bring someone out-house because they're like, we need someone outside of our corporation to bring in some new perspectives and some new ideas. And they don't want in-house.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's one of the great parts about network marketing. So, all right, so network marketing, the network marketing way, unfortunately, most fail at, right? And we've heard up to 90% fail in network marketing. And when I say fail, you know, how you define fail really depends. Some people say, oh, about 50% fail in network marketing. Some say 99% fail in network marketing. How do you define fail? I say fail to create wealth. It's probably more than 90% fail to create wealth, okay? And this is why. If you have 100 people in your network marketing business total, okay, if there's 100 people, how many are making or wealthy at the top? How many wealthy people at the top? Out of 100, or maybe out of 1,000, or out of 100,000.
Not more than 2 or 3%, probably.
Okay, so really about 95% then failed to create wealth. Some may create some residual income, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, but is that wealth? Okay, some may create $1,000 a month for a couple of years, but then their downline dies off and then they lose that residual income. Okay, and so did they fail? They failed to create wealth. Did they succeed at network marketing? Yeah, they created a big, powerful downline. Did they succeed to maintain it? No, they failed, right? So how do you define failure? So we can argue about what those percents are, but just realize most people, the point is most people fail to create wealth in network marketing, even though it's the easiest and fastest way to do it, okay? But it's because there's no system that duplicates results. And there's no training and education of that system to get results, okay? Transcend's way is a new way. It's based on a system of universal laws of success and wealth that work. 1 + 1 always equals 2. That's how universal laws work. That's what makes it universal. If it doesn't work consistently all the time for everyone equally, it's not a universal law. And there's a lot of people that talk about universal laws. When you hear about a universal law question, does the law work for everyone equally all the time? If not, it's not a universal law. They're just calling it a universal law. So it has to work for everyone equally all the time to be universal, and that's what the system is based on, universal laws. That's why this system, it doesn't matter which industry you're in. It works because it's based on universal laws, and they work for everyone equally all the time. No discrimination against industry, hair color, lack of hair. It works for everyone, okay, just like gravity. And this system, it's a daily system. It's something you do every single day. And we know that the law of change says that change precedes change. It's a universal law. Universally, you cannot get a different outcome until you do something differently. It's a universal law. It works for everyone exactly the same. It also says if you change what you're doing, it's going to change the outcome. It's universal. It works for everybody. Does that make sense? That's the system. Okay, you're going to change what you're doing, and you're going to start doing things in a certain way, the success way, and you're going to get a successful outcome with it. Okay, that's what the system does for you. And then the system is set up to teach everyone exactly the same, so it doesn't change. It's a syllabus you follow. It's written. I know written nowadays is like, what's that? It's paper. It's, anyway, it's written. It's on the internet, right? And it's a written version on the internet you can access. It has videos to help you understand what to do and how to do it. You're going to have a mentee or a mentor to help mentor the mentees, to help them to understand and answer questions to the system. I am only one person. I can't be on the phone 24/7. I can, but that's all I do is just answer questions for people, okay? And I'm not going to hire a team of what are they called? The call center people, and try to train them to answer questions. They can't answer the questions. You can answer the questions because you're doing the system. I don't want to have a bunch of people that kind of speak English try to answer your questions, okay? You're doing the system. You're going to be able to answer the questions for your downline because you're doing it and it's working and you're getting the results. Okay? All right. Now I want to talk about the power of doubling. Okay? This is why network marketing is so brilliant and so powerful, but yet fail at. Okay? The power of doubling. Would you rather have $1 million? Would you rather me give you $1 million today or get a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? The penny. Right? Because it ends up being $10.7 million. That's the power of doubling. Now apply that to your downline. If Transcend System, this I keep telling you about, right? If this system can help you find 2 people in your first 30 days, if the 9-10 class can help you find 2 people, so when you hold your event and 2 people sign up at that event or the next day after because you follow up with them, and you get 2 people to sign up in that first 30 days, in 12 months, 1 doubled 12 times is 4,096. So if Transcend System can consecutively reproduce 2 new people in your downline and double, right, because they do the system, you will have 4,000 people in your downline in 12 months. How much money will you be making in your network marketing business if you have 4,000 people in your downline?
Good chunk of change.
That's a good chunk of change.
$19,200 a week.
Okay. All right. So this is the power. This is why network marketing is a great lever. It leverages money and time, and when you work the system, you get results. When you use the jack correctly, you can change your flat tire. If you take your jack and you try to put it on the side panel of your vehicle and try to jack up your car, what are you going to get? A broken panel. Where does the jack have to go? Jack has to go on the frame to lift the car up. Otherwise, you're going to dent and tear up your car, right? The jack's a lever, but it's got to be used correctly. Network marketing is a lever, but it's got to be used correctly to get results. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your car, hurt yourself. Okay? And so that's the power of doubling. And that's the power of having a system based on universal laws that work equally for everyone all the time, and having that system set up in place to get the results. Clear as mud? There's lots of big eyes going, oh.
We're all wanting that 4,096. We're all like, okay.
But here's the truth though. That's 2 in 30 days. How many people are you going to get up here to mentor?
6 to 10.
6 to 10 to 20, right? However many you want. How big is this number really going to be?
Well, it could be.
I'm just telling you what happens if you just find 2 in 30 days. What happens if you find 6 in 30 days, or you find your 10 in the first 60 days? Because you're competent and confident in what you're talking about. And you're not
2 in the first week.
2 in the first week.
You double that. Then in 12 weeks.
12 weeks you have that. Right? But can you competent and confidently speak about your product in 7 days? If you can, do it. Again, how many hours do you want to invest in this? I gave you that 30-day outline. Okay? You can do that in 30 hours. It depends how fast you can learn and read. Okay? You can adjust that to fit whatever to get however fast you want to go. But make sure you're competent and confident in what you're talking about, because that builds trust, maintains trust, and trust sells. Okay? Make sure that you're selling what you're inviting people. Remember last week we talked about don't invite people to come learn about a product and sell them on a business? Okay? They get frustrated. Like, I didn't come here to learn about a business. I came here to learn about a product. Why do you sell me on a business? Okay? Make sure You sell what you invite. Otherwise, people get frustrated and confused. Okay? So again, if you want to sell the business, sell the business. If you want to sell the product, sell the product. But don't try to pitch the product and sell the business.
Can I sell a mastermind group
Yes.
and include the product?
Yes.
Part of the mastermind group.
And the business. Include the business as part of the mastermind
Business
group.
part of the-
Say, because that's what you're doing. You're setting up a mastermind group. People, hey, you want to learn about money, learn how to be successful. Hey, by the way, here's this great opportunity, network or a residual wealth building vehicle, or this investment opportunity, right? And you're selling your network marketing as an investment opportunity or as a wealth building vehicle opportunity in your mastermind group. Brilliant. But make sure you sell what you pitch. Don't try to sell something you're not pitching. Correct?
Right.
And that's a big mistake that most network marketers make. So, but make sure that you are selling what you're pitching, and make sure you pitch what actually happens in your network marketing business. Don't pitch that it does this thing when that's not what it does. I see that a lot too. Oh, this is a weight loss thing, and then small print says this is not a weight loss product. Okay, don't make it look like a weight loss product. Like showing pictures of people losing weight, before and after weight loss pictures, and then pitch a product that's not a weight loss product. Okay, if it's a weight loss product, pitch as a weight loss product. Don't pitch it as something that it's not. I'll leave it at that. Okay, but again, this doubling thing, all you have to worry about is 2. Okay, if you get 2, your first 2, which is going to be more than that, because when people see you succeeding, they're going to go, wait a second, I want to be a part of that. What are you doing? I want that, right? Because people are drawn to confidence, they're drawn to success, and so when they start to see you succeeding, you're going to get way more than 2. But if you can just get 2, right? So when you're that 30-day outline I gave you, when you hold that party, or when and you don't have to do the party, you can take people out to lunch. If you don't like parties, or if the people you're pitching to, for example, for me personally, this is mine. You can figure out how you want, right? But if I was going to sell a product, I would host a party or an event where I bring lots of people to. Okay, but if I'm trying to find 2 distributors or people to sign up underneath me that want to do the business, I would take that person individually out to lunch, and I'd say, hey, I'm investing in this whatever, blah blah blah. This is what I'm doing, and I just thought this would really benefit you and be something you're interested in, and make it more personal. Because again, you're talking to someone you know, someone who trusts you. Take them out to lunch. Don't put them in a group setting where there's peer pressure, where they feel uncomfortable. One-on-one, make a phone call, take them out to lunch. And if you're competent in your product and in your compensation business plan, then you can competently talk about this to that person in a way that's going to make sense to them. Talking about this, right? Do you want to do the corporate way, or do you want to do the network marketing way? And remember, you're not selling, you're educating. This is why I chose network marketing. And I thought this is something you'd very much benefit from and enjoy. Right? Is that a little bit different than maybe doing a big party and trying to sell your business to people? Just that's my personal take on it, right? But you do whatever you feel is best and works best for you, okay? All right, application. Are you committed or interested? Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Hang on a second. I got a question.
Yes.
If I'm trying to put together a mastermind group, why can't I get 3 or 4 people together
Do.
and talk about a mastermind group?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could take them all out individually, but I think if you got 3 or 4 or 5, 6 people together to be part of your mastermind group, and they were able to see the other people that were interested, that would generate more synergy than if you just did.
Individually, yes. In your situation where you're creating a mastermind group of people that want to be successful and wealthy, I would pitch the business to the whole group at the same time, yes. But if you don't have a mastermind group, right, in that first 30 days, you're trying to get 2 people to sign up and be a distributor, then that's where I would take the one-on-one approach with them, and then make a party to pitch the product if you want to sell the product and get customers to sign up. Does that make sense? But yeah, in your situation where you're creating a mastermind group, I would pitch the wealth building vehicle to the whole group at the same time. Because you already know everyone in that group is looking for ways to make money. They're interested in money and making money, residual income, and then you just present this to them. Okay?
Okay,
Okay, so are you commit to attend your mentor's mastermind meetings? Okay, if someone in your upline is holding a mastermind meeting, you should be going to that every single week, and it should be a priority. Are you committed or interested? Okay, at that meeting, you're going to get training. You're going to get explanations. You're going to get examples done where you're going to want to go and listen to this and hear this from the people that are doing Transcend, that have been doing Transcend longer than you, that understand the system and are teaching you the system and helping you understand the system and apply the system. Okay, if you're the first person in your, there's the Network Marketing Academy or the Network Marketing Academy on Facebook. If you're not a part of that, you can join that group. If you're in Transcend, and you can ask for help there. You can get tons of help there. You can contact me through my webpage, and I can answer any questions I possibly can. Okay, so there's ways to get help. Don't feel like that because you're the first person doing this that it's not going to work. There's lots of support in this, and most network marketers are great at helping anybody, right? Even your sidelines and other businesses. This is a great community to be a part of, a great group of people that are willing to help out. So the idea is we all want to be successful, right? And when you learn the law of the harvest and the law of increase of life, you should be more than willing to help somebody else because you know it's going to come back to you. And we always need help. So, okay, commit to sign up 2 business partners. Okay, again, it's a business partner. You're partnering with your network marketing company, correct? And so you're looking for 2 business partners. Hey, who wants to partner with me in this business? Educate them on the business, educate them on the product, invite them to be a part of the business. Different perspective? Okay? And I don't know if you call them consultants or distributors, or they keep changing the names of what they're called. Right? Call them partners, right? So, in today's society. Business partner, not partner.
Okay. Business partners.
Sorry, unfortunately.
I question your mind, girl. You.
That's fine. Most people do. Mom doesn't know. Mom, stick up for me.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Commit to learn and do the system, right? There's 3 commitments. Commit to go to your mentor's mastermind meetings. Commit to learn the system, and commit to get those 2 people in 30 days. Now, what's the difference between, if you commit to do something, what does that do to your subconscious mind?
Finds ways to make it happen.
Your subconscious brain will find ways to make it happen. If you're interested in doing this, what does your subconscious brain do? It gets scared.
It doesn't really care.
It's not a priority, right? The subconscious brain, based off of life and death, and it prioritizes, right? When you commit to do something, the subconscious brain will start looking for results and solutions to make it happen. Okay, so say, I commit to do this. Write it down. And the reason sometimes family and friends can seem harder, if it seems like your family and friends are harder to sell to, it's because you've broken the trust. Okay? Because you says, come learn about this product, and then you sell them on a business. That broke the trust right there. As soon as they go, I'm not here to learn about a product, I'm learning how they're going to make money off of me. Trust gone, right? And so, like he says, it doesn't take much to break a trust, even with someone you've known for 30 years. So it's maintaining the trust. Pitch and sell the same thing so you don't break that trust. Because that, I mean, honestly, I'll be honest, I've been to many network marketing parties, okay? And it's a consistent problem. You're pitched one thing and sold something else. And it frustrates people. And it breaks the trust, even though I've known the people for a long time. And immediately I feel what? If I say, come learn about this product, okay, and I show up and they start telling me how I can make money selling the product, my left brain says, this is how they're making money off of me. Now I feel used. So not only did they break the trust, now I feel like I'm being used by my friend and family. And then I don't sign up and they go, oh, it's so hard to sell to friends and family. No, you lied to me and then you're trying to use me. It's not that it's hard to sell to friends and family.
I think they just don't necessarily take you serious, though. Because I never tried to sell the business in the beginning at all when I had my war market. But it was just like, I don't need that, whatever. It seemed like it was more like that.
And that's okay.
And I probably just...
But did you get people that were interested in the product, or did you get people to come support you in something they knew nothing about?
I just probably talked to them one-on-one for the most part.
Okay. And so, and again, you not everyone is interested in your product. And some people are interested in your product, but if you don't present it the right way, then they don't understand they need it. Okay? And then some people, and so this, I know this is going to sound really sad, okay, but with my other businesses, I can eliminate ADHD and dyslexia. Depression goes away usually, anxiety goes away, all these things happen. But people still want their illness. And I've had people get offended. I can get rid of your dyslexia. How dare you say that? Why would I want to get rid of that gift? Gift? Are you freaking nuts?
Yeah.
That's not a gift. That's a curse.
They think it is, though.
But they think it's a
Albert
gift.
Einstein had it, and so he's a genius. That's what it comes down to. That's why they think that.
Right? And it's helping them understand, see truth. Okay, when we talk about truth and law of truth, what is truth? People focus on the needles of the cactus and they miss the water. But no, so it's helping people see truth and communicating that and helping them and educate them on what you're looking at and what they're looking at and what you're dealing with. And because again, immediately people are going to assume network marketing, they're going to assume scam, and you're going to educate them on what a scam is. And this may be something you want to teach at that meeting. Okay? Because what the other thing network marketers tend to do is they try to hide and sidestep the problem. Don't sidestep the problem. Face the problem, solve the problem. That's successful business. You don't avoid the problem, right? You say, hey, this is how it is, this is what it is. Be confident in it. Confidence sells. Sidestepping and avoiding creates deceit, distrust, and doubt. And they can sense it. There's an energy that they can sense at a conscious or subconscious level. They'll pick up on the deceit as soon as you try to sidestep an issue like, oh, it's not network marketing. Oh, it's just a product. Okay? Recognize what the issues are. People don't like network marketing. So use your imagination, change it. Don't deceit, don't lie, don't hide. Use your imaginations to make network marketing cool, fun, exciting.
Everyone's doing it.
Millions of people are signing up every year to do it. Right? And you've found a great way to do that. Okay, you've taken this idea and you've taken a new pitch on it, new angle, and says this is how I'm going to approach it, and you're going to be successful doing it that way.
Yeah, Mr.
Mr. No names.
Yeah, Mr. Man.
All right. Any questions? Any questions about this? Any questions about how your network marketing business is a business and running it like a business? Do you understand this concept and the structure? Okay, excellent. All right, work on this, practice, go over this until you can understand this and be able to teach this. Okay, because this is one of those issues you're going to find in network marketing. You want to be able to resolve. Okay, with your downline and potential customers. So, and then this is week 2, part 1. So. When you feel confident in this, then go to week 2, part 2.